Hey there, it's Martha, and if you're new, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. This is the no sense video. I was tagged by Xizhou, who created this idea. She was inspired to do this video and then tag others. So thank you so much, Xizhou, because this was so fun. I've been enjoying watching a lot of the videos that people have done. And I'm sorry this took me so long to post up there. This is actually the second time I'm recording it because I forgot I forgot a no-no and I wanted to add it in here. So I figured I would just re-record the video. So this is my second shot at doing this. My voice is a little dry and I have some water, but let's get into it if you want to hear my no-nos. Okay, so my no-nos, these are, well, let me backtrack before I even get there. Xizhou has a newer channel. She's a longtime member of the wax community here. She's been watching my videos for a long time. And a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, she jumped in and started her own channel. So go check her out. I am tagging her in this so she knows that I made the video, but definitely go check out her channel. So she came up with this, and the way I thought about no-nos were either they're scent notes that if I see them on a scent list, like on a pre-order, if I'm looking at blends, I say, nope, I skip it because I know I don't like that scent at all. But there's not a lot of those that are just flat out no's. There's a lot though that I would say really depends on how well it's blended. Might even depend on the vendor, if I trust that vendor, like their blending capabilities, or if they say it's a hint of something like that, I can manage. But I do have some but all of these, I guess, will give me pause. And some of these will definitely have me say, no, no. So let's get started. I am re-recording this because I forgot one. And I'm like, oh, wait. I need to add that one in there. And the one and the reason that came up was when I was recording my What I've Been Warming video, I was talking about an empty, and this one had a scent note of champagne. And I'm like, how did I forget champagne? I've had some wax bars with berries in champagne, and I just have not been a fan. So now when I see champagne, I'm like, that's not one I'm going to really enjoy. I don't know what it is. In real life, champagne gives me a headache too if I drink it. So I don't know, not that they're related. And I'll talk a little bit about food and what I love in real life and not in a wax blend. But yeah, champagne is one of those that is not a love. Chocolate is another one where I just don't like it in wax. I'm not a fan. I have purchased some with white chocolate, and that's different. I can do a little white chocolate, but just chocolate, if I see that, it's a no-no. That includes coffee and chocolate, like a peppermint mocha or a mocha. No, mocha doodle. No. I love coffee, but if there's chocolate in it, I don't like it. So that is a hard pass, no. Related to it because it's got chocolate in it, but some other things that I don't like is cupcakes at Tiffany's. Hard pass. I see cupcakes at Tiffany's, and if that is the main focus, like that is strong in there, no. I get a weird foot odor with cupcakes at Tiffany's. I don't like it at all. It's just funky foot. Funky foot is what I get from that. Not a fan of cupcakes at Tiffany's. And I know there's some blends like 3 cakes and things like that have cupcakes at Tiffany's in there. And I still smell it. Even though some people say they don't smell it, I still get it. So that's another thing weird about scents, right? That for whatever reason, the things that you don't like are the ones that stick out stronger. So cupcakes at Tiffany's is a no. There's chocolate in there. There's toffee, I think. And I don't remember what else, but that's a no. Blueberry muffin. I'm fine with blueberry. I don't love blueberry, but I'm fine with blueberry. Like I'll do a note or scent or blend with blueberry, but blueberry muffin is a whole different animal. I don't like it at all. Unfortunately, I didn't know that when I purchased some scents last year. And there are definitely ones that are still sitting there because I don't like it. I don't like blueberry muffin. Now, in real life, I love blueberry muffins. I eat blueberry muffins all the time. I will have a blueberry muffin with my coffee often, especially when I go to work, because there's a coffee bar there and I'm usually hungry. And then, I love carbs. They're bad for me, but I love carbs. And blueberry muffin is a common favorite carb that I eat in the morning. But in wax, it does not smell like blueberry muffin to me. I don't know what it smells like. I don't know how to describe why I don't like it. I just don't like it. Rose. Heavy rose. I don't like it. I have purchased some scents and I'll kind of call out Teddy B's where she's put in like a hint of rose, or sometimes I don't even smell the rose. I didn't get Red Wedding. I know that had a lot of rose, and for that reason, I didn't get that one. But sometimes vendors can slip in a touch of rose and I won't smell it. So that's okay. But if it's a heavy rose scent, I just get like, it's just old lady, not a scent for me. Luckily, I have a friend who does love rose, and that's the nice thing. What's been fun about this video too is you can see people who are kind of your opposites. I have a local friend here that if I have something with rose, it's like, here you go, because I know she's going to love it. And so it's fun to have friends, or it's good to have friends that have an opposite nose of you too, that you can gift things to, because they'll enjoy it so much more than, I would. Heavy caramel butterscotch maple syrup. I will put this all as one because I don't like them for the same reason. When they're overdone, and they can be overdone very easily. They can be an oil that kind of takes over. Oils that take over, they're tooth-achingly sweet for me. Like they almost like my tooth gets sensitive just smelling it. And there's a lot of caramel in fall scents. I don't mind hints of it. I don't mind bits of it. I can appreciate that it'll make things sweeten something up, right? In fact, this week I warmed something with a caramel apple and it was toned down. So it's one of those where it's a caveat that I don't mind it if I know it's going to be just a little bit. Same thing with toffee, butterscotch. Those are all kind of the similar, same type of density, same type of richness, same type of syrupy, sugar sweet that I don't care for. And maple is another one, was very popular in Scentsy bars in 2022. There is an exception. I really do like maple rum cake. I still have a bar of that and I do enjoy that. But that is another one that, again, can be overdone, can be too sweet, can be too much. And it's just like, I don't know, I feel like I'm going to get a cavity smelling those kinds of scents if they're overdone. So that is one that I watch out for. Okay, my camera was overheating. So I'm like, this is just a day where I think the universe is telling me not to record videos. But we're plugging away here. The next one is, I have notes here on my phone, Scentsy's Patchouli. I call that one out specifically because just patchouli in general, I can be very picky about, but I have found some vendors that make a really pretty patchouli and do it right, or do it in a way that makes me like that patchouli. And Britta's is the one I'll call out, kind of top of mind. Her patchouli I like it. It works for me. And I can appreciate patchouli for adding a perfuminess to it, but when I smelled simply patchouli, that was a hard no. So I'm not a fan of Scentsy's patchouli. Then coconut cream, and I put from certain vendors and Scentsy. I have had some coconut cream from some vendors which come off to me as waxy, plasticky, and the same goes with Scentsy. I like coconut milk. I like coconut, but coconut, specifically cream, I kind of narrowed it down to cream, can come off as very waxy to me and plasticky. So I'm not a fan of that. But I love coconut, and creamy coconut is okay. So I know I can be weird. I'm weird with food like that. That could be a whole other video where I like it this way, but not this way. I'll give you an example. I'm not a fan of tomatoes. But I like tomato sauce. I like ketchup. I like bruschetta with little bits of tomato on it, but I don't just like tomato in my sandwiches or burgers or anything like that. I don't like slices of tomato, but I like it in other forms. So I'm weird like that. I guess that carries over in my wax. I will tell you why, if you're thinking that makes no sense. It's because the other kinds of tomatoes are mixed with other things, right? It's not just tomato. So I think if it's mixed with things, garlic and, ooh, bruschetta sounds really good. Garlic and basil and yeah, yum. But anyway, I can be weird like that. And coconut is like that, where it really depends. Then I put violets after after talking to Summer. I don't know if she mentioned that I think she mentioned it in her no video, but she likes violets. I have found, at least in the very few scents that have violets in it, that I don't like those scents. So I think it's the violets. But so I'm kind of putting that in there, that I've learned that those are not scents that I really enjoy. So I just kind of stay away from it if it has violets in it. As a kid, I used to love the sugared violets candy. If you know what I'm talking about, they came in a purple, like lilac colored, they're little chewables, and those were delicious, and it was violet. But I'm finding that when I see that note in blends, I'm not really a fan of that blend. Then we have another one that seems kind of weird, but again, same thing. In the very few blends that I've smelled with it, I haven't been a fan of, and that's huckleberry. I like most berries. I like raspberries. Strawberries I'm picky with, but I didn't put it on the list because I do get many things with strawberries. I'm just picky about it. But huckleberry is another one where the few times I've gotten a bar or a blend with huckleberry, not really a fan. Peanut butter, not a fan. I'm not a big fan of peanut butter in general. I like peanut butter and jelly, like to eat. How else peanut butter and chocolate, like a Reese's Pieces or Reese's Buttercup, like that. That's all good. Peanut butter and chocolate's a nice combo, but that's about it. I don't like peanut butter cookies. I really don't like any other. It makes my mouth dry. It's like peanut butter just makes me thirsty. So I'm not a big fan of peanut butter in real life or in wax, unless again it's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Then I'm here for that. But yeah, not a scent that I want to smell. So no for peanut butter. Now we're getting into some kind of iffy territories, which could be kind of like strawberry, but not. And that's orange. I love citrus. I love lemon scents. I love lime. I love mandarin, tangerine. I mean, these are all kind of in the orange, they're related, right? They're citrus blends. I don't even mind orange zest, but just orange. Just like there is maybe a certain kind of orange oil that I'm not a fan of. And I don't know what it is, but I'm not. Because of that, I did originally skip out on a blend from Teddy B's. It was something Orange Grove. I forget the name of it. I didn't get it. And Xizhou, actually, who came up with this idea for the video, she said, I think you'd like this one. And so I ended up getting it in the RTS, and she was absolutely right. That was a really pretty orange that I liked. But most of the time, if it's just straight orange, I've come to find I'm not a fan. Watermelon is another one where if watermelon is the star, that's a no, I'm skipping it. It's too artificial smelling to me. It reminds me of a Jolly Rancher watermelon. I've really not smelled any other kind of watermelon that doesn't come off as super artificial to me. So I just not a fan of that one. And then the last one I put in here is one that I've never purchased, but I would stay away from. I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole, is licorice. I don't think there's a lot of licorice notes in wax. It's not one I see often, or maybe I just avoid it like the plague, but I do not like licorice at all. And also not in real life. And that's probably why, because I don't like it in real life. So I don't wouldn't want to smell it. And I'm specifically talking, because I know there's lots of licorice, but I'm specifically talking about black licorice. Black licorice is one that I think you're either going to love or you don't. My in-laws love black licorice. When we were in Amsterdam, my brother-in-law asked us to bring back like as much as we could of black licorice and different kinds. There was, those candy stores in Amsterdam. And so we brought bags and bags of licorice and they ate it up. Like the whole family ate it up. It's a no for me. I can't stand black licorice. But the only licorice I like is red vines. And I don't know what that's supposed to be, right? It's it's not quite strawberry. And if it is, it's super not strawberry. Because Twizzlers is strawberry licorice, and I do not like Twizzlers either, even though it's a fake strawberry. I think Red Vines doesn't even try, so I think I like that one. But yeah, I'm not a fan of licorice, so we're going to end this video on that. I know this is a tag video, and I feel like I've lost track of who's been tagged, who hasn't been tagged. So... And I feel weird putting out a name. It's like, oh, their video's up, but Martha, you just haven't seen it. So who haven't I seen? I don't know. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm not going to tag anyone because I don't want anyone to feel left out. And I feel like I said, there's just people who haven't made their videos yet and have already been tagged. So if you think this is fun, if you've been enjoying watching these videos, please make a video, and do it. Share what your no-nos are, and I would love to see it. And tag me, tag Xizhou, and just go ahead and make a video because I feel like I'm on the tail end of this one. So tag your it. I'm going to do that. Maybe a cop out, but I feel like so many people have been tagged, and I just haven't seen all the videos, so that would be embarrassing. So thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I think the second time around was a little more rushed, but I did it. It's up. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.